Living in Folsom, California is beautiful, but it's not all wines and roses. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 things that I love about Folsom and the 5 things that I hate. So stay tuned. Hello everybody, my name is Rico Castillo. I am a local real estate agent with Coldwell Banker Realty here in Folsom, California. I do a lot of videos about what it's like living in and around Folsom, California and around the Sacramento metro area in general. I do neighborhood tours. I talk about the pros and cons, cost of living, the best neighborhoods, the best schools, and helpful stuff like that to help you really get to know the area well. I am your boots on the ground. So if you're new here, make sure to subscribe, tap that bell so you won't miss any of my future videos. So today we're going to talk about the 5 things that I love about Folsom and the 5 things that I can do without. But stick around later because I'm going to also add a couple more items where it's right down the middle. Okay, so stay tuned for that. So let's get started. Pro number 1, it's family and kid friendly and pets too. We have lots of parks, we have a lot of activities for the entire family. We have Sequest, which is an aquarium and a petting zoo, and it's located in the Palladio where you can go and snorkel with the stingrays. And of course there are water activities, sports activities, and in the wintertime we have also the skating rink. In the summertime, we have the Limby Park Aquatic Center. So there's lots of stuff to do for the entire family, and of course there's always restaurants that cater to the entire family. Con number 1, allergies. This is something that when we first moved here, my friends and our neighbors told me that if you don't have allergies, give it 10 years, you will have allergies. And I'm proud to say that I lasted a lot longer than that, but I do have allergies. It's not so bad though. It's mostly in the morning, and by middle of the day I normally don't have it anymore, but still it's irritating in the morning when your eye is watering all the time. Pro number 2, great schools. Every grade level is rated 9s and 10s, and if your child is very athletic or into sports, Folsom High School, we've won a couple of state championships in the last few years in football and in other sports. Con number 2, traffic. And I'm not talking about traffic in the highway either. I'm talking about in Folsom. East Bidwell Street, Folsom Boulevard, and even Blue Ravine. They're all getting so busy that it's getting longer and longer for me to get around town during commute hours. But I guess the more traffic, the more business for the local businesses, right? Pro number 3, great neighborhoods. People feel safe walking around town or walking to a destination. Great schools, great parks. Shopping is close by. Lots of biking and hiking trails. What else can you ask? Con number 3, lack of diversity. Now I can talk from personal experience about this, and we do lack diversity, but it's getting better. But I also hear this from a lot of people coming from the Bay Area, San Francisco, Walnut Creek, Concord, and even people coming from Sacramento say that we lack diversity here. And I agree, but we are getting much, much better, and it's only going to get better. Pro number 4, lots to do. This is sort of goes together with the first one, the pro number 1. There's just so much to do here. It's endless. You have, again, I mentioned the water activities where you can go fishing, boating in Folsom Lake, and you can go paddle boarding or kayaking in Lake NATOMAS. And there's just so much to do. If you get tired of doing things around Folsom, California, just go outside. We're only 15 minutes away from my favorite, Red Hawk Casino. We have the Shenandoah Wineries, Apple Hill, and we also have the local sports. Sacramento River Cats are big here. We also, of course, have the Sacramento Kings, and soccer is getting pretty big. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we're getting, or at least we're in the list of getting a professional soccer team here as well. But all that comes with a price. Con number 4 is housing is expensive here. The national average is around $231,000. Here, it's more than double that. It's $550,000 or more, the average cost of housing. And the closer you get to Folsom Lake, or if you get to the Folsom Hills, they're priced accordingly. Pro number 5, it is safe here. The local news station, KCRA, actually did an article about how safe it is here, and they rated Folsom as the safest city in Sacramento County. And it's not just KCRA news locally. You also, if you were to research it, there are numerous sites that say how safe Folsom is compared to all the other cities around here, as well as nationally. Con number 5, this one is a big one for the boss, my wife. It gets hot here. Today, as a matter of fact, it's 102 degrees, and we're not even summer yet. But anyhow, in the summertime, we get about 2 weeks worth of days, not consecutively, but sometimes, you know, a week's worth, where it's 100 degrees. Sometimes it gets to 110 degrees. So it gets hot here. The good thing is it's not humid, it's dry heat, so it's not so bad. Okay, so those are my 5 pros and 5 cons of living in Folsom, California. Now, I have a couple of more items that's just right down the middle. Number 1, the light rail. Now, it's good that we have the light rail. That's an inexpensive way for people to go between here and Sacramento for only $250 one way, maybe $325 depending on how far you go. $7 round trip, and if you're 62 years or older, it's half that. That's great. However, the con of that is coming back. We don't have a homeless problem here, but it's brought a couple of them here, and I've seen them around town. And if you've seen them, comment below. Let me know what you think. Where are they? I know they're here. I've seen them. And in the middle, number 2, somebody please tell me if I'm wrong. Is there a nice restaurant in or around Folsom, or even Sacramento, that's a good southern restaurant, southern food, or soul food? Please, my boss, my wife, and I would love to try it. And as I said before, I am a local real estate agent with Coldwell Banker Realty here in Folsom. And if you're thinking about moving or would like to find out more about Folsom, California, or in and around Folsom, California, like El Dorado Hills, Granite Bay, Roseville, Rockland, or even around the Sacramento metro area, including Elk Grove or the NATOMAS, or even West Sacramento, let me know. Reach out to me. Call me, text me, send me an email, or even send the carrier pigeon. I don't care. We'll talk about your plans, your budget, your time frame, and what you're looking for. Are you looking for walkability? Are you walking for best neighborhoods, best schools? Whatever it is, let me know, and we'll put a great game plan for you so your move here will be a lot easier. And I hope you like this video, because I'm going to be doing more of these type of videos so you get to know the area really well. So make sure you subscribe. The more subscribers we get, the better and more content we'll be able to create for you. So subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Tap that bell so you get notified of all of my future videos. Until next time, see you around town.